All right, guys. So I think I almost got set up yesterday, and let me tell you what happened. So I was at the gas station pumping gas, and I was approached by a strange woman. Now she started telling me her whole life story, and it was really weird. Now I'm sure you know the type. Comment down below if you've have ever experienced something like this, where you've been placed in this awkward situation. And at some point, it seemed as though she was just telling me everything that she thought I wanted to hear.
Look, I may be a 6. I understand I'm not a Victoria's Secret model, okay? But I promise you that if you were to date me, I am a natural looking girl that is going to want to stay at home with you, is very loyal, is wanting to stay away from the world, and for us just to cuddle as soon as you get home. I'm gonna beg for you to not go into work, and I'm gonna wear cute outfits around you and cook you your favorite meals. Is that a thing anymore?
Come on, guys. Seriously? I know I look young, but I wasn't born yesterday. And so I know what she was telling me just wasn't exactly true. She told me she lost her job recently and was on her way to an interview and just needed a couple bucks to put gas in her tank to get there. Now, I can side with her on the job loss and layoffs because we know that that is happening to thousands and thousands of people every single day. Thanks, Jerome. Thanks, Elon. Thanks, Bezos. But then she told me things are only going to get worse for her, and she wasn't prepared for the wipeout that was coming because gas prices were sure to rise and needed money to help her get where she was going. So this is when I started to get a sneaky suspicion that she may have not been entirely forthcoming with her story, and perhaps maybe she was not telling me the truth. And here's why. All right, guys. So CNN just reported that the White House weighs future release of emergency heating crude oil reserves as winter nears. And another media outlet revealed gas prices could drop below $3 by Christmas. And so we see here that according to the Energy Information Administration, the EIA, industry heating oil inventories have risen slightly in recent weeks, now sitting about 10% below the 5-year average. And crude oil has dropped to lower prices seen earlier in 2022 before Russia invaded Ukraine, which leads to speculation that the Biden administration could move to replenish the strategic reserve stock levels. So currently, the U.S. is holding about 1 million barrels of heating oil, a form of diesel fuel used primarily to heat homes, in 3 commercially leased locations in New York and Connecticut. And according to CNBC, 2 sources familiar with the matter indicate that the White House, under Joe Biden's command, is weighing whether to call on Congress to raise the storage limit, potentially doubling it to build additional reserves the administration could then release if supply tightens or prices rise again. Meanwhile, according to 4 other people familiar with the matter, the Biden administration is considering tapping additional reserves of heating and crude oil as winter nears and uncertainty over market prices worsens. So the Department of Energy said in a statement to CNBC that the administration continues to work with lawmakers and industries to identify all options that can help American consumers. And while improving, industry held fuel inventories are still below average, and the administration continues to engage with industry on asking them to increase fuel stocks. Now, currently, industry heating oil inventories have risen slightly in recent weeks, now sitting at about 10% below the 5-year average. And that's according to the Energy Information Administration. But with a 54% jump in heating oil prices in the last year, any hiccup in supply could mean a headache for consumers. So maybe she was telling me the truth. However, either way, crude oil has dropped to prices last seen in early 2022 before Russia invaded Ukraine, leading to speculation that the administration could move to replenish the stocks, which stand at half the total capacity of the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, Mind you, these are at the lowest levels since the mid-1980s. But according to CNBC, the White House is bracing for a potential price spike, with Europe's oil embargo and the G7 prices cap on Russian oil possibly disrupting supply when they go into effect next week. Now, there are two senior administration officials who are saying the option remains open to release additional oil from the reserves, possibly in early 2023. And Amos Hochstein, a senior energy advisor to President Joe Biden, said, "I think we want to make sure that we take the right steps in a measured way, and that the goal has been consistent, to have prices that are fair to the industry, but fair to the consumers as well." And so when the woman at the gas station was telling me her story about how high gas prices were and how she needed money to fill up her tank, I just wasn't really hearing it, you know? She told me that gas prices are expected to go up even further. And according to these reports, I'm hearing a slightly different story. I mean, CNBC even said that the White House has said it plans to replenish the Strategic Petroleum Reserve when prices are between $67 and $72 a barrel. And it hopes to enter into fixed price contracts with producers by the end of 2023. So that has to have a meaningful impact on gas prices, and we should look forward to seeing them coming down at some point, right? I mean, it has been stated that recent data revealed by insider intel directly linked closely with the industry that the average U.S. gas price could drop below $3 per gallon by Christmas. That would mean that we would see an average U.S. gas price dipping to the lowest levels since February. And that is despite worries about inflation and a possible recession. So GasBuddy reported a decline of almost 23 cents per gallon in the last month and said the dip could continue through December, pushing the price per gallon down to a possible $2.99 by the Christmas holiday. That would be a real present to receive, right? Right now, the national average figure is currently hovering around $3.50 this week. GasBuddy's head of petroleum analysis, Patrick Dahan, said all the metrics look very positive for motorists, as this week is likely to continue seeing falling prices and falling gasoline prices, with many areas falling to the lowest levels since Russia's invasion of Ukraine in February. Finally, some good news, folks. Now, he also said it's entirely possible that the national average price of gasoline could fall under $3 per gallon by Christmas, which would be a huge gift to unwrap for motorists after a dizzying year at the pump. Wouldn't you guys agree? Now, so according to AAA's records, they have put yesterday's national average at $3.49 a gallon. And that is down from $3.52 for the day before and $3.61 when compared to last week, and $3.76 when compared to last month. The figure is still 10 cents above the national average from this time last year, but it's far below the record average of $5.02 recorded back in June. Man, those summer gas prices were rough. Now, I know that it has been reported that the high prices at the pump appear to be a big factor for voters heading into November's elections amid broader concerns about inflation. And a conveniently timed slight decline from the summer's record prices gave Democrats some optimism about their midterm prospects. However, inflation has been tied to pandemic-related supply chain issues and labor shortages, among other factors, while gas has been a key driver of rising prices this year for pretty much for the most part. So you see, I really wanted to help her, but my gut was telling me that something just wasn't right. I mean, I made a few suggestions to her on ways that she could possibly take the necessary steps and actions to improve her financial situation, and perhaps even find a man that could provide some much needed support and stability in her life. I know my wife and I, Squirrel Tribe, we work so much better together as a team and having dual incomes in a household, especially at this time. That is invaluable. I even shared the link with her and encouraged her to join the network for easy access directly to me and to connect with the group for all the possible money-making and income-producing opportunities, plus budgeting tips, credit card hacks, investment strategies, and so much more. I told her it was only about 25 cents a day, and she could choose to cancel anytime if she feels like she isn't getting the value that I know I'm delivering every single day. I wished her the best and we parted ways. Now, I hope she takes advantage of the opportunities out there that exist for us all to create businesses, generate income, build passive income streams, become business owners, and take control of our personal finances and build wealth and strong and solid balance sheets and ultimately enormous net worth. And I hope you all do the same too. The link is down in the description as well as in the pinned comment section. Come on over and join the network and start building something great today. All right, folks, you all take care. Please subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and be blessed, stay safe, and I will see you on the next one. Bye. Oh, oh yeah, and you're probably wondering, so yeah, I did end up breaking her off with a little something just to help her out.